Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you. How are you all? So now the topic of today and afterward is NEBOSH Unit GIC 1 Element 3. What is Element 3? Element 3 is about managing risk, understanding people and processes. We have 11 elements in NEBOSH IGC course. But this element is the core element of your qualification, because element 3 will be utilized in both unit 1 examination, GIC 1, and it will also be utilized in your GIC 2 examination of risk assessment, the project. So it is very, very important. And now NEBOSH GIC 1 element 3 is basically practical chapter, and in the core aim of this course of NEBOSH IGC is also that you learn proper risk assessment. Why this course was developed? This was the main objective. That is a HSE manager, as I already told you, that now you are not the learners, you are not of the students of NEBOSH. Now after classes of some days in knowledge of these NEBOSH, now you have to yourself consider as a HSE manager. Valid. Your response in the class, in activities, and also in your examination will be like a manager, because there is a big difference between the student response and a manager response. So with the passage of time, when you do your activities, your mock examination, you will be capable to write a good answers according to the level of requirement. Because if you didn't answer according to the level of the NEBOSH requirement, you will not get good marks. So first of all, in this element, what are the learning objectives? We will describe the concept of a health and safety culture and how it influences performance. I hope so you all know about culture.
Yes.
So in an organization, if a culture is good, okay, or bad, it will impact the performance of that organization. We will discuss it in the future slide properly. What are the negative impact? What are the positive impact? Then we have to summarize how health and safety culture at work can be improved. Very important topic. If a culture is negative, how can you improve it to a positive culture? Then we have to summarize the human factors which positively influence, summarize the human positively or negatively influence behavior at work in a workplace. Is it okay? And if it is implemented, it can drastically impact the health and safety of the organization. Because if a behavior of the worker are negative, what do you think? The accident will be? Yes. The culture, the health and safety culture will be decreased, and the performance will also be decreased due to it. And there will be more accident due to it. Then we have to explain the principle of the risk assessment process in this element. Very, very important topic. Then we have to discuss typical workplace changes that have significant health and safety impact and ways to minimize those impacts. For example, you perform your risk assessment and you found that the risk level is very high. So we have to decrease the risk level. I will show you a video on it, that a real video occurred. After this slide, I will show you a video that why that accident happened. Because that accident, which I will show you now, is there was no proper risk assessment performed before the activities. Describe what to consider when developing and implementing a safe system of work for general activities. Very, very important. You have to learn this element, safe system of work. What do you mean by safe system of work? That reduce the risk of the accident. Then we have to explain the role, function in operation of a permit to work system. Permit to work system. Did you remember the yesterday video?
Yes, sir.
Why that confined space accident was happened?
Because
Right. because they enter to the confined space. In the yesterday video we have watched, they enter to the confined space without proper permit. So very important that in this element you have to learn the requirement of a permit to a system in function. Then discuss the typical emergency procedure, including training and testing, and how to decide what level of first aid is needed in the workplace. Again, I will give you the example of yesterday video. When the accident occurred, okay, and the worker over there who has been died, 5 workers, of about how much time they were alive?
45.
After the incident in the confined space, fire incident, they were alive about 45 minutes. In emergency, I will tell you 5 minutes are very important. And they were alive for 45 minutes inside the confined space. They were calling for the help, but unfortunately, why they didn't save it? Because the organization didn't have proper emergency procedure. So yesterday we discussed 2 main things for the, especially for the high risk activities like confined space. That before to perform the activity, you must have what? Proper permit to work system and ERP, emergency response plan, ERP, PTW and ERP. And both are administrative controls. Whenever NEBOSH asks you, write down in the scenario the administrative controls. So the good example of the administrative control or safe system of work is what? PTW, to perform the work with the PTW, permit to work system, and ERP, emergency response plan. So we will discuss it in the detail. First of all, I will show you the video. You just watch the video, short video. Kindly shut off the light, please.
Good evening. A worker was crushed to death by a compressing machine in Homenton this morning. He was pinned to a wall when he and his fellow workers tried to move the heavy piece of equipment by brute force. The company, which rented out the machine for use at construction sites, suggested that safety procedures were ignored. Jenny Lamb reports.
The moments just before a horrific industrial accident captured on closed-circuit television. The men were trying to move the compressor, which weighed more than a ton, down the slope of an alley in Homenton.
You see?
Yes, sir.
Now they are performing the, it is called loading activity. Okay? Yeah, handling of equipment in the workplace. Now this activity is basically of the mechanical handling. But how they were performing? By manual handling. And now see what happened.
Attempted to control the machine using a rope and pulley system, but lost control. One of the men on the front was pinned to the wall and crushed to death. The accident occurred at around 9 o'clock this morning. A trapped man suffered multiple bone fracture and was unconscious by the time firefighters pulled him out. He was later certified dead at Queen Elizabeth Hospital. The company which rented out the compressor said there should have been a professional person at the scene when the machine was being moved in order to ensure safety regulations were strictly followed. One work safety expert pointed out that there needs to be proper risk assessment before an attempt to move such a heavy piece of equipment.
They should use some sort of machine, okay, a tow truck or a van to move this heavy compressor.
Sources at the scene said the dead man's wife is in the mainland hospital. The company which rented out the compressor said there should have been a professional person at the scene when the machine was being moved in order to ensure safety regulations were strictly followed. One work safety expert pointed out that there needs to be proper risk assessment before an attempt to move such a heavy piece of equipment.
They should use some sort of machine, okay, a tow truck or a van to move this heavy compressor.
Sources at the scene said the dead man's wife is in the mainland and he left behind 2 young children. Jenny Lamb, TV.
Okay. So, sad incident? Yes. So the worker have lost a life. Light on. Okay. The worker have lost their life because of that activity. When they are handling the material, the activity was of the mechanical handling, and they were performing it by manual handling. And you heard what the professionals say, that they need proper risk assessment, which was not performed. So why I show you this video? That whenever in your workplace you are there as a safety professional and a serious nature of activity, especially the risk assessment, the PTW, the safe system of work is required for the non-routine work. For routine work, we may not need it, like we are cleaning the floor here, or we are washing our washrooms daily. So that is a routine activity. We may not need a permit to work for that, a risk assessment for that, because it is already performed by so many days. But if your washroom sanitation is blocked, and you need a special team to come and open it, and they have to use special chemicals like acid they have to use, equipment they have to use. Now this is non-routine work because it involves serious risk. So now what you have to do? Proper. So you got the idea?
Yes.
For normal activities, we may not need a proper risk assessment because the risk level will be very low. But an activity where there is a risk is high level, we must have a proper risk assessment for the activity. Now the topic is 3.1, health and safety culture. First of all, the definition of health and safety culture. The definition of safety culture is the safety culture of an organization is the shared. What do we mean by shared? Combined. When an area like an organization and a society, when people are there and they put together and their attitude, what do we mean by attitudes? The way they look something and feel about it. That is called attitude. Values in their area, like in our Pakistani culture, you are belong to different areas of Pakistan as a learner. If you think our areas have different values over there, their beliefs, sometimes like in health and safety, I already told you, people say the person get died like this person because it is in his fate. Unfortunately, not like this. If we provide proper protection, so every accident can be saved. And the root cause of the accident, when we perform the root cause analysis, the accident cause is very, very smaller, like in this case. Did they think that one person will be died due to this compressor machine shifting? They never think about it. But unfortunately it happened, and you see it is on the CCTV recorded video. It is also recorded. It's not like this is a making video. It is a real video which is recorded. Like I showed you some other videos. Yesterday I showed you 4 people of electrical shock. 4 people have been died. Before that I showed you a female in the video which she was crushed on an escalator in a shopping center because the root cause was there and the staff didn't perform the emergency step for it. Behaviors. So for a culture there are 4 values you have to check. Attitude, values, beliefs and behavior relating to health and safety. So that it's called health and safety culture of the organization. The culture can be positive or negative. Now we have to look the positive culture and negative culture indicator. First of all, we have to read the positive culture indicator. In a positive culture, people think that safety is they start all of the work and priority, like safety first. Their priority will be safety. So HSE professional, when you go to site, your priority will be safety first. Although we need work, but we need a safe work. Like yesterday we discussed an accident of the Bin Laden group in Makkah Muazzama crane accident. Bin Laden was the biggest organization, contractor or job holder in the KSA Saudi Arabia. But due to one bad accident, they have lost all contract. They were penalized. They were banned from the project. So when you are working and you didn't perform health and safety over there, the company may be banned. So for you, the safety will be first. Safety is considered in all management decision making. We are doing any decision in the site for the organization. What we have to do? First of all, the priority will be management priority is safety. People will work safely because they want to, not because they are told. Like you have to develop the culture. Like after 2 days classes, now today is your 3rd day. You have some changes in your mind.
Yes, sir.
Like before coming to these classes, when you go outside or spending your life, you may not recognize, observe the hazard. But some of students now sending me videos. When they observe a hazard outside, they send me, sir, this is a hazard over here, and it is a great risk. So unfortunately, in our society here, especially in our society, there are so many hazards. And due to that hazard, accident happened, and people got injured, or sometimes they become fatal. All workers are positively influenced by this peer thinking and behavior. Like in this class, one student is of negative behavior, but you pressurize him or the group. What is peer thinking? Within a group, okay, people are working in a group and they put pressure on the one which is negative or positive. That is called peer thinking. Peer thinking can be both, okay, positive or negative. Like one of the learner want to study, and others say, no, we have to talk some funny jokes, etc. Okay, we will study later. Let's enjoy the time. So they put pressure on the person. But the positive thing will be, like one learner is not want to study, and you said to him, yeah, you have to pass your examination. There will be NEBOSH exam. Sir, give you activities. We have to be group study that our output should be very, very beneficial. So for that, when you pressurize the person, he may come to a positive nature. And mostly, remember in your mind, the pressure is in the organization. The peer pressure is mostly exerted by the higher level people like director, senior management, and the juniors, especially those who just joined the organization. So they put pressure on them. Yes, please.
Sir, can I explain peer thinking?
Yes, you can explain.
So the peer thinking, people usually copy the behavior of their co-workers. This is called peer thinking. For example, in the company, if the seniors are wear proper PPE and follow the safety rules,
Yes.
then also the upcoming like
New worker will also
and
follow
employees also follow the
seniors.
This behavior. This is called peer thinking.
Yes, and that is now in the positive behavior.
Yes, positive.
Okay, thank you. Very good explanation. Clapping for him. So this is what he explained, and already like a senior is there with a good attitude, good behavior. So automatically this peer thinking of the top level to be converted to the lower level. What mean by the learner? And if the management is of negative thinking, or people over there is of negative thinking, and someone is a participant with the positive behavior or attitude, he may also be affected due to that negative peer thinking. So what you have to develop in our organization or your organization? Positive thinking. Okay. Now we come to the negative culture, and mostly you will face this. Achha? Like you remember, I can say the light that day, but I chose to look the other way. The first video I played on the first day. You remember that video?
Yes,
So in that video, the safety officer was with the positive attitude, but unfortunately the worker, due to his bad attitude, he got lost life. So negative culture. Lots of people think that safety is of low priority. What people think? Yes. Safety is not considered in any decision making at any level. Mostly management not focus on the health and safety. Like we have discussed an activity, why organization not prioritize health and safety in organization in the country. You perform that activity. People will work safely if they are told to, and think that they will be caught and punished if they don't. In our Pakistani culture, like helmet are there with the bike person, but he didn't wear it until he saw a policeman. Then he take it up and wear the helmet. Okay, safety belt is there, but people not using safety belt for their safety. When there's a motorway police, they put up their safety belt to save themselves from the token, from challan. Okay, so this is what you are here. That people will work only safe if they are told to, and they think that they will be caught and punished if they do. All workers are negatively influenced by this peer thinking and behavior. You got the point?
Yes.
Because of that, all the workers are negatively influenced. Because of the all of the group over there is a negative. So now you got the idea. Okay, very important thing is that NEBOSH will give you this question. Mostly 80 to 100% chances are there that you will get this question in your NEBOSH IGC 1 exam. Why? They will give you a scenario, then NEBOSH will ask you, okay, write down the positive indicator in the scenario, or write down the negative indicator in the scenario. So you have to check all of the indicator. For indicator, I will give you a tool. This is an indicator for the health and safety culture. If you want to check a culture organization, what you have to do? What you have to do?
Accidents and status of investigations.
Yes. First of all, accident. If in organization you check the record and accidents are in a high number, what does it show?
Negative culture.
Negative culture.
And poor culture.
Poor culture. Sickness rates. If people are mostly sick over there in the organization, so high sickness rate is also an indicator of the poor health and safety culture. High absenteeism rate, because if the worker is got sick or ill, he will be absent from site. This is one reason, and the other reason, like you are coming to class, but you not feel happy over here all the day. You may say, sir, today I have work. Kindly give me a leave for the today. I have some important work at home. Because you are not liking to come over here for the classes. So same thing in the organization. With organization, the culture is negative, people will not come to the organization for the job. They will try to escape from the job. So high absenteeism is a negative culture. High staff turnover. Like in organization, there is a employees. And employees not feel happy over there. So what they have to do? They will leave the organization. They will left the organization. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So they will left the organization. So that's why if the staff turnover, like you check the record of last 6 months, and there is a high staff turnover in the last 6 months, like people is coming and going from the organization, it is also an indicator of a negative culture. Compliance with safety rules. In organization, if they follow all the safety rule, that is a good culture. But if they didn't follow the rule regulation over there of the health and safety, like what regulation have you learned in here in the NEBOSH? The two important laws you have learned here. Very good. ILO C155 and R164. So in R164 and C155, you have learned that employee to provide a safe place of work, for example. And you go to the site and you check it. If the area is not safe, what does it mean? They are not complying to the safety rule. Like other thing was, the worker should be in proper PPEs. Employer should provide free of cost PPEs. But you check the site and you found that workers are without proper PPEs, and you ask them, have you got PPEs from the management organization? They said no. No PPEs provided to us. So this is the violation of the C155 and R164, Article 10 and Article 16. Worker complaints about condition. When organization the culture is negative, mostly the complaints number will be high over there. So this is also an indicator. When a complaints are there, more complaints are there. So this is also a culture. One thing remains that I didn't explain, and the standard of investigation in accident. This is also very important. Maybe you become a safety auditor, health and safety, auditor in the future, or a health and safety manager, director, and you are checking an organization as an external body, and you found that very good accident report is there. But if it is not of a good standard of investigation, sometimes they hide the accidents, The record will be very, very good over there, but unfortunately, it may not be factual. It may not be factual. Why? Because sometimes organization try to escape to report the incident. Although it is now not possible outside, like in Gulf, in Europe, in UK, in America. Why it is not possible? Because if incident happened, ambulance will come. Like in Dubai, I have spent time over there. When we reported an accident site, when ambulance came, a policeman is also there in the ambulance. He came to site. to take the real evidence with the ambulance in the side. Is it okay now?
Yes.
So also there, like in the Rashid Hospital, Dubai, when we went over there to take is the injured person over there, there is a police department in the hospital. They directly come to the emergency area and ask if the worker is alive and he can talk. He asked from him, what happened to you? And if a person is over there, he asked from them. When the person is relieving from the hospital, again he has to go to police department. They will ask him, did you think you injured due to the mistake of organization? You want to make a case against the organization? You say yes. They say, okay, you can go. We will do it. If you say no, the mistake is of myself. I was performing the work without safety, so there will be no case there. So this is, keep in mind, when you check the data and you found the accident level and investigation is very good, so you just also check that it is fact or factual or not. It is very important for you. Now we have to discuss the influence of peers, as already discussed. What do we mean by your peers? Put people together in groups, like your class. Interaction occurred, like you people with trainer and your side. Influence exerted, like upper management or your seniors. A hierarchy is formed. I explained you what does mean by hierarchy. Yesterday I explained. From top to down, step by step is called hierarchy.
Chain of command.
Yes, chain of command. Yes, in an organization of chain of command. Sometimes known as pecking order. So the top level to bottom level, an order is developed. That order is called, that hierarchy is called pecking order. Norms of behavior are established. Norm means principles, behaviors, people of their established, उसूल डेवलप हो जाते हैं रवैयों कि वहाँ पे जो लोग होते हैं उस रवैयों को फिर देखते हैं नाम्स को और उसको एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. जैसे मिसाल यहाँ पाकिस्तान में देखिए, जब आप यहाँ पे स्टॉप करते हैं ना सिग्नल के ऊपर और सिग्नल अभी ओपन हो चुका होता है और आपसे आगे दो गाड़ियाँ होंगी, पीछे से आपको लोग हॉर्न बजाना शुरू कर देंगे. लेकिन आप बाहर की कंट्री में जाएंगे तो वहाँ कोई हॉर्न आपको नहीं मिलेगा. बहुत इमरजेंसी में आपको कोई हॉर्न जो है ना वो दे देगा. So this is what norm of behavior. Our behavior is so hurry. We are in so hurry that we didn't wait that the car in front of me, when the car in front of the other will go, then the person in front of me will start the car and going running. So we didn't wait and give a horn to the other. This is a norm of behavior of a bad culture. Peer group pressure is exerted. From top to bottom, what is exerted? Yes. Peer group are a good health and safety culture indicator. If it is positive, write down with it the word positive. When is the peer group pressure is a good indicator? With the positive culture and the positive peer group. Peer group pressure can be used to encourage health and safety related behavior. What we can do? We can encourage the workers to put in group with a good behavior, with a good peer group pressure. So Has means mazboot hona, takat dena. Is it okay? So when the culture is positive, all of the group is positive, then all of the people over there, due to the peer thinking, the performance will be increased due to the good peer group pressure and good safety culture. Now we have a discussion point. We have to discuss it in the class. Very important question, sir. Write down very important. I hope so you have in this in your slides or book. Write down this question. If you have that question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down very important because it mostly can come in your examination. What factors? Factors को उर्दू में अवामिल बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? What factor could result in the deterioration? कोई जानता है आप में से? Anyone know what we? Yes.
Means it decreases.
Yes. Deterioration means बिगाड़ना, खराब करना. वो कौन से ऐसे अवामिल हैं जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन of an organization health and safety culture को बिगाड़ते हैं and enhance safety performance. मतलब अगर आप health and safety culture को deteriorate करेंगे तो उससे क्या होगा? जो कल्चर आपका इफेक्ट होगा तो उससे जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो भी इफेक्ट हो जाएगी. अब आप अपने जहन में डालो, मुझे बताएं Kindly tell me, think about it. Any factor?
Not giving a priority to safety culture.
Not our safety.
Yes.
The first is the management commitment. Write down the word management commitment. This is very important. Like Mr. Fahad tell you, if an organization, the management is not committed, so the culture, what the culture will be? It will become negative. And the performance will be negative or decrease. The performance will be decrease. Any other point, any other learner? Yes, Usman.
No decision making
No proper decision making
at any level.
at any level. Very good. Write down. Especially regarding to health and safety. When there is a matter of health and safety, we say, we don't have budget, we don't have time for it. We have to perform the work as soon as possible. So yalla surah surah, Fahad janta yalla surah surah.
Not giving workers proper protective equipment.
Very good. In our organization, it is also a negative culture. If we not giving proper health and safety equipment or PPEs to the worker, it can create a bad safety culture, and automatically it will decrease the value of the performance. If I summarize this point to the main thing, high accident rate. A simple word is high accident rate in a culture is lead to a poor performance. So write down this with the high incident rate. Management commitment, okay. Poor decision making, high accident rate, no proper tools or equipment, no proper PPEs. Yes, any other student? I will take it from any others. Yes, please.
Poor coordination between management and employees.
Very good. Poor coordination between, very important. When the communication between the employer and employee is not proper, it leads to a poor culture, and automatically it leads to the poor performance. Yes, please.
Not taking actions against any violations.
Yes. Not taking action against a serious violation. Like worker is performing a serious unsafe activity, and you as a safety officer stop that activity, and the management say, sorry yaar, we need the work, we need the progress, you allow it. So it will lead to a poor culture, and automatically it will lead to the poor performance.
Others will also start.
Yes.
No proper daily toolbox or PPE.
Okay. We will give us a training. No proper training. Now the example will be toolbox talk or induction talk. Okay? Or any other training. If no proper training is there in an organization, is it okay? It can also lead to what? Poor health and safety culture and a poor performance. Yes, please.
Employees only wear PPE just so they don't get punished.
Yes.
For not wearing.
Like in the previous slide you have learned that worker works safely because they are told to do. They did not want to do it because they do safety because they can be safe from the any hazard or risk worthy. Yes, please. Your name? Asjit. Yes, please.
No commitment to report accidents.
Yes. No reporting structure and organization. Okay. Mr. Shah Hussain, please. Any point in the bad culture?
Shortage of B.
Okay. I already discussed when there is a shortage or no PPEs over there. Yes, please.
High staff turnover.
Your name is
Shahbaz.
Shahbaz.
High staff turnover rate.
Yes, high staff turnover rate, as we discussed. That if the turnover is high, the culture will be decreased and the performance will also be decreased.
No proper planning for the
Yes, no proper planning for the work. Like in yesterday management system, the proper planning is required. Yes, please, Hassan.
Workers are negatively influenced by their peer group.
Yes, workers are influenced by their groups, negatively influenced. Yes.
Language barrier.
Language barrier. Sometime in our organization, if there is a language barrier, like in our class, sometime I explain the terminologies in Urdu also. So similarly, your worker in a health and safety policy, we discuss that policy should be bilingual. By अगर आप लोगों ने पॉलिसी बनाई है इंग्लिश में लगाई हुई है और वर्कर को ना उसकी समझ है तो वो कैसे इसको मानेगा कैसे अप्लाई करेगा तो you need a good language barrier removal tips over there. You have to remove the okay. One thing which you didn't maybe not think about it and which is very technical, I will ask you from it. The economical climate of organization or of that country. it will also impact the organization, health and safety culture. What do we mean by economical climate? Anyone tell me?
No trade-off.
Like, sometime crisis come in the world, like nowadays, due to the war, organization are facing. There is a war in some countries, and the economical climate is not good. So now they have not have a focus on the health and safety culture. People mostly think we may not be here tomorrow in the organization. We may be terminated. Yesterday, as I told you about one of my cousin, Ibrahim, that he was terminated from the Saudi Arab due to what? Because the project was stopped. So if in organization you are there and company and you are the chances is that you will be terminated from tomorrow. So will you focus on the health and safety? Your focus will be that I will be here or not. So all the focus diverted due to the bad economical climate in organization or the bad economical. So this is also a very technical point. Another thing which you didn't explain is very important is no proper competence of the workers. If the worker or managers over there are not competent, so they cannot be safe over there. So proper competency is very, very important for the good culture of the worker. Like in class, you are here and you are not competent. If institute is good, trainer is good, but the learners are not competent, how so they have to pass the examination? So for this purpose, we take an admission test from you. You pass your admission test here for the NEBOSH, then you will inducted. For the admission of NEBOSH admission over in the NEBOSH, we have taken a preliminary test from you. All of you will also pass the test. So this is very, very important. In organization, if you want to develop a good culture, you must have a competent people over there. If I ask you, yes please.
Sir, there is another point, a very important point, which will result the deterioration of the organization, which is not providing a safe workplace.
Yes.
This is a very important point.
Yes. In the C155 first point was to provide a safe place of work. If organization there is a safe place of work is not there, it will also lead to poor culture. Like machinery is not safe, poor housekeeping is there. Yes, please. Your name is Dr. Mohibur Rahman. Yes, please.
They put pressure by the management to the worker to do extra work.
Yes. Sometimes they put pressure on the worker to, like in long hours, 12-hour shift, 24-hour shift. Due to the pressure of work they exerted on the worker, the culture becomes negative and the performance decreases. Is it okay? So these are the main point. Now I am asking you another important question. I told you about the competency. Can you tell me who we will consider that the person is competent? What kind of his values in the person we have to check?
A competent person must be trained, certified, authorized for the specific job. Right.
Let me call him. Good. Any other one? Yes, please.
A competent person is that person who is skilled, he has the ability, he has the knowledge, he has the education, and he has the training to do that specific work.
Very good. Clapping for him also. I will summarize both of them in short formula. Okay? A competent person should be skate. Write down with yourself. The competent person should be skate. S-K-A-T-E. What do you mean by skate? Skills. The person must have skills, knowledge. K for knowledge, A for ability to perform his duty. Okay, he must be trained and authorized. Only trained sometimes is not required. Like for the crane operator, you must be authorized also for the forklift or crane. So training and authorization is very important. And then experience. The person must have a proper experience also. And the other thing is physical fitness is also very important. He must be physically, mentally fit over there in the organization when you want to select a competent person. And his behavior, attitude will also be very positive when you are selecting. Like you see here in Pakistan, when you go to any good job, they take an aptitude test of your skills and general test of psychological test also. They checked it that you are a person of good attitude or not. You have patience or not for that job. So when you are selecting a worker, you must check is this core ability also. Okay, so you may now have the formula. What is the formula? SK. Skills, knowledge, ability, training, and experience. And keep remember in your mind, like you pass your NEBOSH inshallah from here. And when you see a job advertisement, it mostly required experience. And you didn't apply for it. Why you say I don't have experience, so why I should apply? Now this formula will help you. You apply for the job. When you apply for a job, you got a 50% chance that you may be hired, because sometimes no one has applied for their job. And sometimes organization need fresh worker also over here, fresh safety officer. Because in organization like in a cricket team, you see all the experienced are football team are experienced player, or there are fresh players also.
Yes.
So same is to you. Then when organization asks you, we need experienced person, but you don't have, so you give argument to them. I have only one component, which is experience, but I have skills of the health and safety. I have the knowledge of the health and safety. I perform proper training. I pass my NEBOSH IGC with the good marks. I have ability to do the work, and I may be more energetic than the senior person because I'm a fresh person. So maybe you will be hired. Now, why you will be hired? Like for experienced person, they will give a salary of 10,000 plus dirham. But for a fresh person, they may hire you on 3,000 dirham or riyal or 4,000 dirham. So as a contractor, they will save money, and you will also work more than the senior person. What do you think? Sometimes a fresh person can be energetic and more energy with the more energy, so he may perform more better than the previous. Now, improving health and safety culture. To improve health and safety culture, again write down a formula with yourself. Write down formula. To improve health and safety culture of an organization, what you have to write? Formula of it. I will give you a short formula. To improve health and safety culture of organization, the formula of 5 C's. 5 C's. First C is, number 1 C is commitment. Number 2 C, okay, एक दूसरे के नीचे लेके, नंबर 1 लेके फिर उसके नीचे नंबर 2 C, commitment, ये competence. Commitment. Number 2 C is competence. Number 3 C is communication. Number 4 C is cooperation, and number 5 C is consultation. अगर आप लोग जाते हैं एक जगह में और वहां कल्चर नेगेटिव हो और आप उसको पॉजिटिव करना चाहते हैं तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? 5 C. Is it okay? If I ask you the commitment, can you tell me in the organization, employer, employees, whose commitment is more required for the health and safety? Workers or the management? Management. So in the bracket write down management. All the workers should also be committed. But if the focus will be on where our focus will be on the management. इसकी मिसाल ये कि आपने कल्चर देखा और वहां पे सेफ्टी नहीं है और आप वर्कर के ऊपर सेफ्टी डालते हो और मैनेजमेंट को कमिटेड नहीं करते हो, सही है, तो कभी भी सेफ्टी नहीं आई. Safety always come from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. तो आपने हमेशा क्या करना है? Okay, I am management. You tell me, sir, we need health and safety culture over here, or health and safety tools, PPEs, etc. I said, I don't have money or time for it. What argument you can give me that I can convert my mind to health and safety?
You can lose more money long time if you don't invest in health and safety.
Okay. मैं मैनेजर हूँ, मैं आपकी बात नहीं मान रहा. आप मुझे आर्गुमेंट दे रहे हो, एग्री करना चाहते हो कि हम सेफ्टी से काम करें कंपनी में. कौन से वो बातें आप मुझे जो है ना बताएंगे जिससे मैं सेफ्टी की तरफ आ जाऊँ? ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है.
We don't know about the indirect cost after the injury.
Yes. Direct indirect cost. You remember the direct indirect cost?
Yes.
You remember the first topic of your day, of the first topic of MLF?
Yes.
What do you mean by MLF? As a safety officer, and I am a company owner, you will give me an example of moral values. sir, these are worker, they are working over here, but it is our own responsibility to protect them in the work. Then you will give me the example of, okay, legal consequences. You have learned the criminal law and civil law?
Yes, sir.
So you will tell me if an accident happened, the country, okay, law may be implemented on us. And we have to face serious consequences of the criminal law. Where prosecution is there, where fine is there, where jail imprisonment is there. And the third one is now to the financial losses, which you discussed. Okay, what we will suggest the organization, okay, if an accident happened, we have to face also what? Indirect cost. Direct and indirect cost, okay, after the accident. So then I will think about it, yes, you are right, we have to adopt the health and safety culture here. So management commitment. The second term is competence. Whose competence is required? Both is required, very important. Both commitment is competence is required. But you know, most managers or supervisor engineers are competent. What we have to develop? Competency in the worker. How can we develop competency? Yes, give them proper awareness, give them proper training. Next is, so in bracket write down, more focus will be here on the competence will be on the workers, on the employees. Managers must be competent and the employees should also be competent. The third one is
Communication.
okay, between whom? Both are between the employer and employees. The management and the worker. Both communication will be good. So if the communication is good, the culture will be positive. Next is
Cooperation.
cooperation.
Same both.
Okay, same. Both will be cooperate with each other.
Yes.
If employee cooperate with the employer, the culture will be developed positively. It will be improved drastically. And the last one is consultation. Whose responsibility to consult with worker? Mostly worker want that someone will ask you. There are two kind of communication: consultation and informing. Anyone know about the difference between two? What is a consultation communication and what is an informing approach?
Informing is just the management telling the workers what to do. Meanwhile, consulting is the management asking for feedback from the employees and then discussing what needs to be done.
Right. Like I am asking you, tomorrow we want to start our class early. And I am informing you that tomorrow class will be 6 a.m. rather than 9 a.m. So it may not be feasible for you. So I am just imposing one of the information, giving you information. But now I am asking you, tomorrow we want to start our class early. Dear, tell me, okay, what is feasible time for all of you? Maybe one say, sir, 7 a.m., someone say, sir, 8 a.m., someone say 8:30 a.m. Okay, now when all of the consultation is done and maximum group is consulted and we agree on one point, that consultation will be very good. Why? When you ask someone about your opinion, the person feel as self-important also. So this is very, very important. When you are making a decision and a health and safety in your organization, you take consultation approach. Because health and safety improve in a groups, not by one way of the system. Now, management commitment and leadership, I already told you the point. Senior management set policy, they set priorities, target, they must inspire and motivate. Their leadership cascade through the organization. Their leadership must be visible. They having safety themselves, like you already tell me. Environment and safety meetings, this is the example, leading itself. Doing safety tour and audits in the site, promoting changes to improve safety. Can you give me any example of improving health and safety culture, promotion? Any Talha in your safety site in Saudi Arabia? Any kind of good activities there for worker?
Mock drills, sir. Mock drills.
Mock drills, okay. Any other? I'm asking about of a very good culture indicator promotion is safety man of the month.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by safety man of the month?
Safety man of the month, we have the management have to choose one best safety officer, which record is more best than the others. Then the other will they will prize the person with a gift or anything special. Then the other person
also follow the safety rule.
follow safety.
But I will tell you, not only safety officer. You give all the workers the chance. You are found a worker over there and he wearing proper PPE. He is doing very good work in safety. You always found in a good good level, good attitude inside. So you observe all the work over there in about 1,000, 2,000 people. Yes, please.
Sir, which one has the more good risk assessment?
Yes. So what I am telling you, if he is doing proper risk assessment, proper safety work, and you observe all of the month that this one is the best worker in this month, so you give a reward as a safety man of the month. You display his picture on the notice board, give him a certificate, you may give him a award like sometime we give USB to them, sometime we give a telephone, mobile card to him of some dirham, etc. Earphones, buds, which is important to his work. I will prioritize not earbuds, etc. because if earbuds is using at site, it may be harmful to the worker. Sometimes they didn't heard the emergency warning, etc. or the reverse alarm over there. So you choose a good, valuable thing for it. Now when the one person got, the one laborers or one worker got that award, the other worker is influenced that we need also this. So this is because if you are enforcing discipline, like आप सजा दे रहे हैं उनको, 2 दिन काट रहे हैं, सजा दे रहे हैं, फाइन दे रहे हैं, the better approach to give them reward for the good health and safety. Yes. Like I am giving you, mostly in all classes I told to the student, we will give you a special reward from the Wish International if you pass NEBOSH with distinction. Okay, you will get a special reward after the examination. So now I hope so this will motivate you. Is it incentive is good or not? You will get certificate, like there is a female here in this picture, okay, Sidratul Muntaha. She was the topper of NEBOSH. We conduct proper program for it, NEBOSH ceremony award for the dead girl. Now she is a professional person in an oil and gas. And you may not know, there is a special, okay, scholarship for NEBOSH diploma from the NEBOSH, free of cost diploma, which is more than 500 lakhs rupees of NEBOSH diploma. NEBOSH every year give scholarship, and she got the scholarship of NEBOSH diploma from NEBOSH also, because she was the topper of here in our institute, and NEBOSH also gave her level 6 diploma award after the selection. Now she is a good professional in the career. So also encourage your female in health and safety. You don't know that this field is very, very valuable for the female also in the world. Females are pursuing their careers in health and safety, like in Pakistan, Tobacco Company, Koda Fatak, where my students are doing job over there. Yes. So their HSE manager is a female. I hope so you remember her name. Like Sudesh, Mr. Sudesh is hired by her, and I don't remember her name. So this is what you can tell your female also. They come to this field. It is very, very valuable. Why it is important? Now you know why health and safety is important? Yes. What we are doing in health and safety?
Protecting life.
Protecting life. You save life of others. Competence already explained you. A competent person is someone who has sufficient training, skill, experience, and knowledge already. And perhaps the other attributes such as his attitude, physical ability to be able to carry out their job safely. So S skills already I explained to you, and their physical ability, their attitude. So you also must be with a good attitude. Yesterday I told you, if a worker is not following safety, you must not, okay, give violence and abusement to him. You have to know what you have to use. Notices. I explain you to the worker which is not following the safety. What kind of notices you can issue?
First give a verbal
warning, and red warning, removal from the site. But no abusing, okay, to the worker over there. Now we have an exercise. Identify a few workplace example communication from the following categories: verbal communication, written communication, graphic communication, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of each method. This is your group 1, 2, 2. The last one will be 3. Group 1, okay, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, and the last one, group 7. So I will give you this activity. First you discuss this activity. You got the idea of this activity? What is the activity? हमने क्या करना है? हमने एग्जाम्पल लेना है. Like this training, ये जो हम ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, ये कौन से एग्जाम्पल है? वर्बल है, रिटन है या ग्राफिक है?
Sir,
ट्रेनिंग क्या है? वर्बल। बुक आपके पास है, नोट्स आपके पास है, व्हाट इज दिस? रिटन। साइंस आपको लगे हुए हैं यहाँ पे, क्या है? सो जस्ट थिंक अबाउट द नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव. सो राइट डाउन द एडवांटेजेस and disadvantages of each communication method. Okay, write down the advantages of the verbal communication are. ठीक है, तो उसकी आप advantages लिखें and disadvantages लिखें, या एक साइड पे advantage लिखें, दूसरे साइड पे आप लोग क्या लिखें? disadvantages. Please give it. इस एक्टिविटी के लिए आपके पास जो है ना 10 मिनट्स है, और अगर आपसे डिस्कस, then I will give feedback from you. Two person or 3 person may group discuss with each other. You discuss first the topic. Okay, if you need my help, I will give you support in this activity. Each group discuss with themselves, then write down. Each was an individual. Talha? Yes. Three are enough. Okay, three mains are enough. 3 advantages, 3 disadvantages. 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages. Which you think is very important? If you have 4 or 5 answer, choose 3 important advantages and 3 disadvantages. 3 or 4. It is enough for your task. First discuss with each other. Discussion, then record it. Yes, verbally communication and written communication. जी अलग अलग yes 3 like verbal communication advantages, then disadvantages of verbal communication 3 or 4, then written communication advantages and disadvantages. Toolbox tasks. Yes, this is called toolbox tasks. Okay, the student asked me in the morning when we give training to the worker, what is it called? What is it called? Toolbox tasks. What is toolbox? To give proper information about the work, hazard, risk, activities, etc., safety, and how to perform. And also you will take sign of the worker on the toolbox tasks. And what is induction talk?
When a new employee comes and they inform him about general safety rules,
Yes.
etc.
First time, very very important. I already told you that you must record all of the induction talks from him.
Sir, do we have to write examples of each first?
Yes, you can write down example. It will be better. Like a safety training. Okay, it is an example of the verbal communication. Then I will, you perform properly in 10 to 15 minutes. Then I will take your opinion about your work and discussion. Okay.